They started a YouTube channel as a joke. First video got 10 views. Second got 100. Third got 10,000. But they never posted a third video, and they can't figure out who did. Okay, this is take 17, and I'm losing my mind, Danny Martinez said, adjusting the cheap webcam on top of his laptop for the 100th time that evening. His roommates, Chloe and Marcus, were sprawled across the dorm room couch, equally frustrated with their YouTube dreams that weren't taking off. Maybe we should just accept that we're not cut out for this, Chloe sighed, scrolling through her phone. Look at this girl, she posted a makeup tutorial yesterday and already has 50,000 views. That's because she's actually good at makeup, Marcus pointed out. We're 3 computer science majors trying to be funny. Maybe we picked the wrong niche. Danny looked at their channel analytics. Tech Trio Fails had been live for 3 months. 2 videos uploaded. Total views, 47. Subscribers, 3, and one of those was Danny's mom. What they didn't know was that someone had been watching their channel very carefully. Look, one more video, Danny said, setting up their usual recording spot. If this one doesn't hit at least 100 views, we'll delete the channel and focus on our actual studies. What's the concept this time? Chloe asked, putting down her phone. We react to our own old videos, Marcus suggested. Like, we watch our first upload and cringe at how bad we were. That's actually not terrible, Danny admitted. They set up the camera, pulled up their first video from 3 months ago, and started recording. The concept was simple. 3 friends watching their younger selves attempt comedy, commenting on their mistakes, laughing at their awkwardness. Oh God, look at my hair, Chloe groaned as they watched their past selves trying to explain why pineapple on pizza was a computer science metaphor. But while they were filming, something was happening to their channel that none of them noticed. The recording session went well. They had genuine chemistry, real laughs, and for the first time, content that felt natural rather than forced. I think this might actually be good, Marcus said as Danny edited the footage. Should we upload it tonight? Danny asked. Why not? Maybe third time's the charm. Danny rendered the video, wrote a simple description reacting to our old cringe content and hit upload at 11:47 p.m. on a Tuesday night. There, he said, closing his laptop. Now we wait and see if anyone cares. They went to bed with low expectations. College students didn't typically wake up to viral fame overnight. But when Danny checked his phone at 7 a.m. the next morning, his world turned upside down. The notification that greeted Danny would prove their YouTube dreams were about to become a nightmare. What the hell? Danny whispered, staring at his phone screen. YouTube notifications covered his lock screen. Your video has reached 10,000 views. Congratulations. You've gained 500 new subscribers. Comment activity is extremely high on your latest upload. Danny sat up in bed, suddenly wide awake. He opened the YouTube app with shaking hands. Their channel now showed 3 videos instead of 2. The third video, titled Reacting to Our Epic Fails, Gone Wrong, had 12,847 views and counting. Guys, Danny called out, waking his roommates. We're viral. Chloe and Marcus crowded around his phone, staring at the numbers in disbelief. But we just uploaded it 7 hours ago, Marcus said. How does a video get 12,000 views overnight? Who cares? Chloe laughed. We did it. We're actually content creators now. But when they watched their viral video, they discovered something that made their success feel terrifying. Danny opened their viral video, expecting to see the reaction content they'd filmed the night before. The video started normally, the 3 of them sitting on their couch, about to watch their old content. But after the first 30 seconds, things went wrong. In the video, they weren't just reacting to their old content. They were reacting to videos they'd never made. Oh God, remember when we snuck into the abandoned hospital? Video, Chloe said, laughing. And when Marcus almost fell off the roof during that urban exploration challenge, video, Danny added. That was so stupid, video, Marcus replied. We could have died. The real Danny, Chloe, and Marcus stared at the screen in confusion. "When did we film this?" Chloe whispered. "I've never been to an abandoned hospital. And I'm terrified of heights," Marcus added. "I would never climb on a roof." The comments section would reveal that their viewers had been watching them do things they'd never actually done. Danny scrolled down to the comments, hoping for some explanation. "OMG, you guys are so brave. I could never explore abandoned places like you do. Been following since your first urban exploration video. You've gotten so much better at this. Please do more overnight challenges. The asylum video was insane. Wait until you see what's in the basement." Face screaming in fear. Every comment referenced content they'd never created. Adventures they'd never had. Challenges they'd never attempted. "This doesn't make sense," Marcus said, reading over Danny's shoulder. "These people think we're urban explorers." "Look at this," Chloe said, checking their channel on her phone. "Our channel description says Extreme Urban Exploration and Overnight Challenges. When did we change that?" Danny checked their channel settings. According to YouTube, the description had been updated 3 months ago, the same day they'd created the channel. But the channel analytics would reveal someone had been uploading content to their account for months. "Danny, check the analytics," Marcus suggested. "See when videos were actually uploaded." Danny navigated to their creator dashboard, and his face went pale. Their channel showed 17 uploaded videos spanning the past 3 months. Videos with titles like Abandoned Hospital at 3 a.m., Something Followed US, Overnight in Haunted Asylum, We Heard Voices, and Exploring Death Tunnel, Almost Died. 17 videos? Chloe said weakly. "We've only made 2. And look at the view counts," Marcus pointed out. "They're all doing well. The hospital video has 89K views." Danny clicked on the hospital video, his hands trembling. The 3 people in the video looked exactly like them, sounded exactly like them, but were doing things they'd never done in a place they'd never been. "How is this possible?" Danny asked nobody in particular. The answer came in a message from someone claiming to be their biggest fan. While they were staring at their impossible channel analytics, a DM popped up on their YouTube account from a user called YourBiggestFan_always. "Hey Tech Trio. Love the reaction video. Quick question, are you planning to acknowledge the elephant in the room? About the videos you don't remember making?" Danny typed back immediately, "What are you talking about? Come on, guys. The abandoned hospital? The asylum? The death tunnel? You've been uploading content for months that you clearly don't remember filming. Isn't that concerning? We didn't make those videos." "Then who did?" "Someone who looks exactly like you 3, knows all your mannerisms, and has access to your YouTube account." The fan sent a link to a compilation video, Tech Trio's Best Moments They Don't Remember. The compilation would reveal they'd been living double lives they couldn't remember. The fan-made compilation was expertly edited, showing highlights from all 17 videos they supposedly didn't remember making. And the footage was undeniably them. Not similar people. Not deepfakes. Them. "Look at this," Chloe said, pausing the video. "That's the scar on my hand from when I cut myself cooking last month. And Marcus, you're wearing the shirt I bought you for your birthday." "And my voice crack," Danny added miserably. "That's definitely my stupid voice crack when I get scared." The compilation showed them exploring genuinely dangerous places with surprising expertise. They knew how to pick locks, disable security systems, navigate abandoned buildings like professionals. "When did we learn to do any of this?" Marcus asked. The video description provided coordinates to every location they'd supposedly explored. All real places. All within driving distance of their campus. But their biggest fan had been documenting more than just their forgotten adventures. YourBiggestFan_always sent another message. "Want to know something really weird? I've been following your channel since the beginning, and I've watched your personalities change." "What do you mean?" "In your first real video, Danny, you were terrified of the dark. Now you're leading explorations through pitch-black buildings. Chloe, you used to hate getting dirty. Now you're crawling through tunnels. Marcus, you were afraid of heights, but last week you were hanging off a fire escape. The fan attached a psychological analysis document that looked like it had been written by a professional. Subject personality modifications consistent with systematic exposure therapy and controlled trauma conditioning. Someone's been conditioning you, the fan continued. Slowly changing your personalities through experiences you don't consciously remember. The truth about their lost time would prove more terrifying than any abandoned building. Danny checked his phone's activity logs, looking for gaps in his memory. What he found was disturbing. Every Tuesday and Thursday night for the past 3 months, his phone showed location data for places he didn't remember visiting. Abandoned hospitals, closed asylums, underground tunnels. Look at your phones, he told Chloe and Marcus. They all had the same pattern. 2 nights a week, they were somewhere else, doing something they couldn't remember. It's like we're sleepwalking, Chloe said, staring at GPS data showing her inside a condemned building at 2 a.m. last Tuesday. Not sleepwalking, Marcus corrected, pulling up his phone's video gallery. Look. His phone contained dozens of videos they'd never seen. Behind-the-scenes footage of their urban exploration adventures. Setup shots, planning discussions, gear checks. All featuring them, acting completely naturally, discussing strategies and dangers they couldn't remember learning about. But the videos on their phones contained evidence of who was really controlling their nighttime adventures. In one of Marcus's behind-the-scenes videos, a voice could be heard giving directions from off-camera. Danny, check the left corridor. Chloe, get footage of the surgical equipment. Marcus, watch for security. The voice was familiar, but none of them could place it. Your biggest fan _always messaged again, found the voice yet? Here's a hint, check your subscriber list. Danny pulled up their channel's subscriber list. 847 subscribers, most with generic usernames. But one name stood out, Dr_Reynolds_psychology. Isn't that our Psychology 101 professor? Chloe asked. Dr. Reynolds, Danny said slowly. The one who's been really interested in our creative projects lately. Marcus pulled up the university directory. Dr. James Reynolds, Associate Professor of Psychology, specializing in consciousness manipulation and behavioral modification through controlled trauma exposure. Dr. Reynolds' research would reveal the true purpose behind their YouTube channel. They found Dr. Reynolds' academic papers online. His most recent publication, Controlled Fear Exposure Through Immersive Experiences, Modifying Personality Traits via Selective Memory Suppression. The abstract was chilling. Subjects exposed to controlled dangerous situations while under mild hypnosis show significant personality changes. Memory suppression allows repeated exposure without psychological resistance. Applications include confidence building, leadership development, and behavioral modification. He's been experimenting on us, Chloe breathed. The paper included case studies of 3 unnamed subjects who showed remarkable transformation from introverted, risk-averse individuals to confident, adventurous content creators. Subject A, male, initially technophobic, now comfortable with advanced equipment. Subject B, female, initially anxious about physical challenges, now seeks thrilling experiences. Subject C, male, initially socially withdrawn, now natural leader in group situations. But Dr. Reynolds' experiment was about to take a darker turn. Your biggest fan _always sent one final message, check your upload schedule. Tonight's video is going to be your most dangerous yet. Danny checked their YouTube dashboard. A video was scheduled to auto-upload at midnight, exploring active construction site, nearly died. We're supposed to be somewhere tonight, Marcus realized. Even though we don't know where or why. Chloe was already feeling the familiar foggy sensation that preceded their memory gaps. Guys, I think it's starting. What's starting? Danny asked, but he was feeling it too. A compulsion to grab their camera equipment, to leave the dorm, to go somewhere specific. Fight it, Marcus said, though his own hands were already reaching for the camera bag. We know what's happening now. We can resist. But the psychological conditioning was too strong. Within 10 minutes, all three were walking across campus with their filming equipment, heading toward a construction site they'd never seen before. The construction site would prove to be Dr. Reynolds' most dangerous experiment yet. The Riverside Development Project was a massive construction site on the edge of campus. 20-story buildings in various stages of completion, cranes stretching into the night sky, and absolutely no security in sight. "Why are we here?" Chloe asked, but her voice sounded distant, like she was talking in her sleep. "Content," Danny replied automatically, setting up their camera. "We're making content." They moved through the site with practiced efficiency, as if they'd done this dozens of times before. Danny checked camera angles. Chloe scouted locations. Marcus tested equipment. But part of each of them was screaming internally, trying to break through the conditioning. "This is insane," the real Marcus thought while his body climbed a construction ladder. "We're going to get killed." 20 floors up, with the city spread out below them, they began filming. "What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another insane adventure with Tech Trio." But this time, their conditioned personalities weren't the only ones in control. As they filmed their introduction, standing on a narrow beam with no safety equipment, Danny felt something shift in his mind. The conditioning was still there, but underneath it, his real personality was fighting back. "Guys," he said, breaking character mid-sentence, "we need to get down from here. This is actually dangerous." "What are you talking about?" Chloe asked, but her voice wavered between her conditioned confidence and her real fear of heights. "We're not urban explorers," Danny continued, the fog in his mind beginning to clear. "We're computer science majors who've been brainwashed into thinking we're extreme content creators." Marcus blinked rapidly, as if waking up from a dream. "Danny's right. Why are we on top of a construction site at midnight?" But their camera was still recording, and their conditioned selves were fighting to maintain control. The battle between their real and conditioned personalities would be captured on camera for the world to see. "Turn off the camera," the real Danny said. "Keep filming," his conditioned personality replied through his own mouth. "We need to get down safely," the real Chloe said. "We need to finish the video," conditioned Chloe responded. Marcus was caught between both personalities, arguing with himself audibly, "This is content, no, this is dangerous, the viewers expect we could die, but the algorithm, but our lives matter more." The camera captured it all, three young people having full conversations with themselves, their real personalities fighting against psychological programming. Dr. Reynolds is watching this live stream, Danny realized, checking their streaming settings. He's broadcasting our breakdown to study our resistance to conditioning. But Dr. Reynolds wasn't the only one watching their live stream. In the chat of their live broadcast, comments were pouring in faster than they'd ever seen. "OMG, are they having mental breakdowns on camera? This is the most real content they've ever made. Someone call 911, they're clearly not okay. Is this scripted or are they actually losing their minds?" But among the concerned viewers, other comments stood out. "Subject resistance higher than expected, recommend immediate intervention. Conditioning breakdown in progress, activate backup protocols. Location compromised, extract subjects before authorities arrive." Dr. Reynolds, the real Danny said, looking directly into the camera, "We know you're watching. And we know what you've been doing to us." Dr. Reynolds' response would reveal the true scope of his psychological experiment. The live stream chat suddenly filled with a single user's messages, Dr_Reynolds_official. "Danny, Chloe, Marcus, you're experiencing a normal part of the conditioning process. The personality conflicts will resolve if you stop fighting them. You've been drugging us," Chloe accused, her real personality now firmly in control. "Mild hypnotics in your dining hall food twice a week. Just enough to make you suggestible during filming sessions. The personality changes are real improvements, you're more confident, more adventurous, more successful." "More dangerous," Marcus corrected, looking down at the 20-story drop below them. "Growth requires risk," Dr. Reynolds typed. Your YouTube success is proof that my methods work. You have 15,000 subscribers and counting. The viewer count on the live stream was climbing rapidly, 3,847 people watching their psychological breakdown in real time. But the live stream audience was about to become part of the experiment. Dr. Reynolds, Danny said, an idea forming, you made one mistake. You gave us an audience. What do you mean? You're so focused on studying us that you forgot we're computer science majors. We understand how systems work. Danny started typing on his phone while maintaining eye contact with the camera. Marcus, remember our distributed computing class? The one about crowdsourcing computational power? Yeah, why, oh. Marcus's eyes lit up with understanding. You want to crowdsource our escape? Chloe caught on immediately. The viewers. We can get the viewers to help us. Danny addressed the camera directly. Okay, everyone watching this live stream. We need your help. We're stuck on a construction site, we've been psychologically manipulated, and we need someone to call campus security to our location. The response from their audience would prove that sometimes going viral can save your life. The chat exploded with activity. Called campus security, they're on their way. I'm a local, called 911 and gave them your coordinates. My friend works campus security, she's heading to your location now. Posted this on Reddit and Twitter, thousands of people are calling for help. Someone posted this to TikTok, you're viral on multiple platforms. Within minutes, their accidental psychological breakdown had become a viral social media event. #SaveTechTrio was trending on Twitter. Dr. Reynolds' messages in the chat became increasingly frantic. You don't understand what you're doing. This experiment has implications beyond your personal safety. Good, Danny replied. Maybe people should know about it. But Dr. Reynolds had backup plans that would turn their rescue into a deadly game. As sirens approached the construction site, Dr. Reynolds' final message appeared. If you expose this research, you'll destroy breakthrough findings in behavioral modification. But if you cooperate, I'll ensure you become the most successful content creators on the platform. He's offering us a deal, Marcus realized. Fame, fortune, millions of subscribers. All you have to do is continue the experiment voluntarily. Let me document your psychological transformation. The live stream viewers were split. Take the deal. You could be millionaires. Don't trust him. Get out of there. This is better than any Netflix show. Plot twist, what if the whole thing is scripted? But then Chloe noticed something in the chat that made her blood run cold. Dr.Reynolds_official was simultaneously chatting in 17 other live streams. Dr. Reynolds was running the same experiment on content creators across multiple platforms. Danny, look at this, Chloe said, screen sharing other live streams in their chat. 17 different content creators, all on dangerous adventures they didn't remember planning. Urban explorers, paranormal investigators, extreme challenge channels, all exhibiting the same personality conflicts between their real and conditioned selves. It's not just us, Marcus breathed. He's running this experiment on dozens of creators. The other channels' comments sections revealed the same pattern, viewers who thought they'd been following these creators for months, content that the creators themselves didn't remember making, and gradual personality changes documented over time. We're not his test subjects, Danny realized. We're his product. He's selling behavioral modification services to content creators who want to be more extreme. The rescue team's arrival would force them to make a choice that would affect content creators worldwide. Campus security arrived with police and paramedics, but Dr. Reynolds had anticipated this. Through the livestream chat, he made his final offer. I'll let you 3 go if you don't expose the other creators. They consented to personality enhancement services. You 3 were just beta testers. The live stream audience was now over 20,000 viewers, hanging on every word. You have 10 seconds to decide, Dr. Reynolds typed. Expose me and ruin the dreams of 17 content creators who are finally achieving success, or walk away quietly and let them continue their enhanced lives. Danny looked at his friends, then at the camera. What do you think, chat? Should we expose a psychological experiment that's giving content creators confidence and success, even if they don't remember consenting to it? The chat was split 50-50. Their decision would determine the future of psychological manipulation in social media. We're exposing it, Danny said firmly. Because consent isn't real consent if you can't remember giving it. And because, Chloe added, those other creators deserve to know who they really are underneath the conditioning. Plus, Marcus finished, imagine what this technology could be used for if the wrong people got it. They used their live stream to share everything, Dr. Reynolds' research papers, the locations of other affected creators, the evidence of systematic psychological manipulation. Their viewer count exploded to over 100,000 as news outlets picked up the story. Undul began trending worldwide. Dr. Reynolds' final message was simple, you have no idea what you've just unleashed. The aftermath would prove that some experiments have consequences that reach far beyond their original scope. Within 48 hours, all 17 affected content creators had been contacted and informed about their conditioning. Most were horrified to learn they'd been manipulated. But 3 of them wanted to continue. I like who I've become, one urban explorer posted. I was anxious and depressed before. Now I feel alive. A paranormal investigator agreed, my conditioned personality is braver, more successful, happier than my real self. Why would I go back? The ethical debate exploded across social media. If psychological conditioning makes someone more successful and confident, is it wrong? Do people have the right to choose artificial personality enhancement? But the biggest shock came when they discovered Dr. Reynolds hadn't been working alone. FBI investigation revealed that Dr. Reynolds was part of a larger research consortium studying social media influence and behavioral modification. Tech companies, advertising agencies, and government organizations had all been funding research into subliminal personality changes through digital media. Your case just happened to be the most successful, Agent Martinez explained to Danny, Chloe, and Marcus. 17 different creators, all showing measurable personality improvements, all generating increased engagement and revenue. They were going to scale it up, she continued. Apply the techniques to influencers, politicians, anyone whose behavior could influence large audiences. Mike's phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number, the experiment isn't over. It's just moving to a bigger platform. And the final revelation would prove that their YouTube channel had always been more than just entertainment. 6 months later, their channel Tech Trio Fails had become Tech Trio Exposes, one of the most successful psychology and technology awareness channels on YouTube. But success brought new dangers. We're getting offers, Chloe said, reading through their business email. Netflix wants to make a documentary. 3 different book publishers want our story. And? Danny prompted. And someone claiming to represent a behavioral research collective wants to hire us as consultants. To help them improve their conditioning techniques, Marcus added grimly. Basically, they want us to help them make psychological manipulation more effective. Danny looked at their latest video analytics, 2.3 million views on how we exposed YouTube psychology experiments. The weird thing is, he said slowly, sometimes I miss the conditioned confidence. Being able to explore dangerous places without fear, knowing exactly what to say on camera, feeling like we could handle anything. Because some changes, once made, can never be completely undone. Their final video of the series was filmed in the same dorm room where everything started. But they were different people now, not because of conditioning, but because of what they'd survived. We get messages every day from other content creators asking if they've been manipulated, Chloe told the camera. The signs are always the same, memory gaps, personality changes, content you don't remember making. And the scary thing is, Marcus added, we're starting to realize how common this actually is. Danny held up a thick folder. We've documented over 200 cases of possible psychological manipulation in the content creator community. Some through research studies, some through talent agencies, some through AI companies testing behavioral modification algorithms. And if you're watching this as a content creator yourself, ask yourself, do you remember making all your videos? Have you noticed personality changes since you started creating content? Do your analytics show engagement patterns that don't match your memory of posting schedules? Because the truth is, the line between authentic self-expression and manufactured personality is getting thinner every day. Check your upload history. Check your location data. Check your personality against who you were before you started creating content. And if you find gaps, inconsistencies, or memories that don't quite fit, maybe you're not the only one creating your content. Maybe someone else is creating you. The tech trio learned this the hard way. But they also learned something else. The most powerful content isn't about being fearless. It's about being real. Even when being real means admitting you don't know who you've become.